Mark Daly with the Task Force Online with Victoria Rodriguez. Victoria, what did it feel like today on this historic day of Supreme Court decisions to be part of the LGBT community and be a lawyer looking at all these detailed, law student, I should say, all of these rather complicated rulings?
It it literally was an honor. Today is the 10th anniversary of Lawrence versus Texas. So we have gone within a decade, in 10 years literally, from basically just being able to not be criminalized for sex, literally, which was the action of Lawrence, to the federal government being forced to recognize the marriages that are legal in over 13 states and the District of Columbia right now, where we're standing today. It means to witness and be aware of the real lives that this touches. It means that if one day I do end up marrying my own partner of 7 years, we will be fully recognized by the federal government, and hopefully soon, eventually, in all of the states in the country, throughout the whole country, including in Puerto Rico, where I'm from, and in Texas, where she's from. And as a law student, as someone who aspires to be a member of the bar, it means the honor of seeing the Supreme Court decide for us instead of against us. It means seeing Justice Kennedy say that the federal government was meaning to act in animus against the LGBT community and put it to task. And it already is changing lives, since already today there are cases of deportations that are being prevented right now as we speak, of same-sex partners and their spouses who are about to be deported because under DOMA the federal government would not recognize their marriage for a spousal visa. So as we speak, this is important beyond words, not just in that impact, but also in the impact for the future generation of scholars that will be pushing the final fight to get another marriage decision coming.
Where do you think it's going to go next? I mean, as a law student, you're probably looking at all these things, from an educational point of view, as much as thinking about your future, as you say, taking the bar and practicing law. Where do you think it's going to go? What's your hunch as to where it's going to go next?
Eventually, within the marriage situation, Justice Kennedy's opinion is one that raises a level of scrutiny in terms of how to treat the LGBT community and discrimination against it in the law. This means that laws against the community are more likely to be treated with more scrutiny, to be treated with more skepticism by courts, constitutionally speaking. And it also means not only with marriage, since that could act as a precedent for a future marriage decision that could recognize a right to marriage nationwide, but it also means, for instance, for the transgender community and for all other facets, for instance, at the school level, with currently the Student Non-Discrimination Act being pending and the most recent decision in Colorado. These are all acts of discrimination. It could be re-examined under a new precedent used in this decision.
Now, of course, talking about education, you are a Holley Law Fellow here at the Task Force. Tell us a little bit about that program and how you got involved in it.
Well, the Holley Law Fellow program is one originated through the donation of Stephen Holley that makes the funding for it possible. And it chooses 4 law students per semester to work here in D.C. within the Public Policy and Government division of our task force. And it means the opportunity to work on national LGBT issues on a level that very few people get that chance, and that is an honor that cannot be forgotten at any moment. That the chance to start working in the future with the LGBT community, especially with the issues that I'm the most passionate about, mainly transgender community, immigration, and youth in particular, is one honor and opportunity for which I'm very grateful with the task force.
Well, on that note of gratitude, and gratitude to you too, Victoria, for talking and sharing your thoughts with us today. Good luck with the fellowship, and thanks very much for your perspective.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time as well.